And what a week it has been. As you can see, we are currently waiting for, obviously, a few boxes and an assassin's death. So, with regards to the game itself and things outside of the game and Constantinople games, main work's been absolutely manic. The little events coming up, those videos will be coming up in the next, hopefully, couple of weeks. I just need some time to sit down and put everything together, which I'm going to get this weekend, luckily enough. So hopefully I'll have those videos coming up for you within the next couple of days. If not in the next couple of days, definitely in the next couple of weeks. But getting back to, and obviously unlocking shops like the doctors and everything else, hitting up the viewpoints, as well as taking out, if I can find one, like just down here. No, not you. Not that one. The Templar Dens. And obviously over here we have the Romany HQ as well. So we'll pay a little visit to that as well today. So, first things first, obviously we need to increase the amount of recruits we have. And as you can see, obviously, too many obviously's already. As you can see, we've already started coming over to the top side, top left hand side of the map. So we have a bank here, we have a blacksmith here, there's a tailor here that we need to, and a doctor that we need to obviously unlock. So we're going to get those done as well. We just need to find out where our little guy is. And I cannot see his icon on the map to save my life. There he is. So here he is. As you can see, we've got one assassin's recruit just here. We're going to come down and grab these viewpoints anyway before we come back up this way. This way, what we're going to be able to do is grab this assassin's recruit, grab these couple of viewpoints, which is going to open up this long Templar Den. So, if I do sound a little bit nasy, I do apologise. I've had a cold over the last few days. And right, which way am I? Did I go into the map and not say where I'm going? Oh, look at that! I did. Right, so let's go get this assassin's recruit. We'll add another recruit to our assassin brotherhood. So as you guys would have noticed, from Rome and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Ezio is yet again on the creation side of things with regards to a brand new Assassin's Brotherhood in Constantinople. Believe it or not, I actually feel quite bunged up this morning, which is quite hilarious considering that, excuse me, and quite tired, considering that I spent quite a bit of time in bed this morning. Let's see if we can get it to go to the top. We can, and ooh, chest. Okay, that wasn't on the, that's the bomb chest, that's why. So as you can see, we have a little viewpoint, and obviously that is the way that we need to go. I can't see anyone needing any help or hear anyone, but we can see a guard, so we're definitely going to try and make sure that we ruin his day. Now as you see, we've got a couple of bomb icons. Obviously, as you guys will know, or should know by now, we've managed to unlock these fantastic little tools. And as you'll see, we've just got Ezio can actually unlock these with his hook blade, and we get a little stash of bomb making items. So we just take a double check, make sure everything is full, which it is. Wow. And obviously just here we have the interactions with our assassin's recruits. So we can see he's now a level 8 warrior. Additional skill points are now available to reach the next level, accumulate 460 points. So as you can see, unlike Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you get a little bit more of an update with regards to this. New equipment unlocked, smoke bomb, which means that that particular assassin recruit can now use a smoke bomb. So she's a level 7, which is a mercenary, level 6 is a disciple. These guys aren't too bad. Recruit a new potential assassin. Been awarded a new assassin signal. These were the actual sigils that you see in the top left hand corner underneath, as you can see in the picture here, highlighted underneath the health bar. So let's have a little looky. So the assassin is away on the Little Prince contract and will be unavailable for an unknown amount of time. This is Guido Tessarini. As you guys would have seen right at the start when we actually sent this guy away. I mean, that's good. This is episode 7. That's got to be good 3, 4, perhaps 5 episodes ago that we sent him away. But as you can see, these guys are level 6. Bianca is actually level 7, and Gerardi here, as you can see, in his updated Byzantine Crimson outfit with face mask, is level 8. So, obviously we're going to need to update these guys with regards to their combat abilities. So they now have the Gerardo now has the counter kill ability. We'll upgrade his armor as well to plate armor. This will provide him with the most protection that we can afford our recruits, for lack of a better term. So we have little Bianca here. Again, her armor and combat. She's still in assassin white. So we are just going to change it over to Byzantine Crimson. As you can see, we will put her hood up. Oh, she already has her face mask on. So as I explained to you guys in the last episode, the reason my assassins, when you come in here, will see that they have their face masks and everything on, like this one, and well, we don't actually have the ability yet, so let's just update her skills. Now she can, so let's put the face mask on. As you can see, this is the standard assassin white. This is the amber, which makes her look like she's just fallen out of a lemon tree. And this is the Byzantine Crimson. And if you've seen many of these videos, or you've been able to watch some of the other videos we've done with regards to Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, I can't even think of any. The one in London, what's the one in London? That's going to bug me now. Assassin's Creed Unity doesn't have that ability, and I can't even see. No, it's not that one. You know, I can't even see the game case for it. Here we go. I knew I got some more somewhere. That's actually going to bug me now. That's really starting to bug me already. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, that's the one. Oh man, with Jacob and Evie Frey. Whenever it comes to anything with regards to changing the outfit colours, I mean, right from the get-go when we could do it in Assassin's Creed 2, I always preferred the reds over all the other colours. It's just, I think it looks a lot more better in the game. It also has that ability to allow you to hide that a little bit better. So we're just going to do a Del Sozi, armor, switch it over to the Crimson, hood and mask. And as I was saying, the reason all my guys actually have the hoods and masks on is because it provides them with that little bit of anonymity. That's the word I was thinking of. So let's have a look, because we sent one of our guys over here and he's been over here a while. Where did we send him? Now everything it has so far, 100%. Where did we send you? The Little Prince contract. Okay, let's see if we can find the Little Prince contract. Let's start with Alexandria. No, not in there. Ain't in that one. Versa. The Little Prince, here we go. He's here. Unknown amount of remaining time. Experience 13,500. 500 money. It is a tier 3 mission, so I can now understand why it's taken him a little while. As you can see, there are different tiers. This one, wow, Reclaim the City at the moment is 5 out of 6. And then we have Assault a Beggar. Unless the beggar is a Templar warrior. I have no idea why we would do that. So, first things first. Where are we? Tripoli. Madrid, Lisbon, Jerusalem, Genoa. Which is right at the top of Italy. So, as you can see, from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2, obviously we've taken over Monteregione, we've taken crikey. This is how tired I am, I can't remember the cities. We've taken Venice, we've taken Rome, so most of Italy is safe. It's just Genoa that is now in the incessant grip of the Templars. So we are just going to actually send, as you can see, most of our assassins over here, because yes, they will be back in a little while, but that's 4 missions out of this entire area that are going to be dealt with, which will give us virtually all of Italy. From Italy, it gives us a staging ground into Europe. So, as you can see, we have Damascus, we have Jerusalem over here on the coast, just out by Masyaf. As you would have seen at the start of this mission, we know the Templars are over there. We have Lisbon in Portugal, Madrid in Spain, Marseille in France, which is a very short jump across to control a second country. I mean, by taking Italy and, well, taking Genoa at the top of Italy, it basically allows us to cut off Marseille, Madrid and Lisbon and basically take control of all of those, which will normally go extremely quickly, and it then allows us to have a little jumping spot into places like Tunis, Tripoli just here in Africa, as well as obviously Jerusalem, Damascus, Athens in Greece, Bursa, Algiers, again at the coast of Africa, and also Alexandria in Egypt, which we will also be going back to later on today when we shoot back to see Bayek in, I was to say prehistoric, but it's not prehistoric, in the ancient world of Egypt, as Bayek has a new DLC that was recently downloaded with a very surprising benefit, which is actually going to allow us to progress through the game a lot easier than what it would normally. I've done this little trick. I'll go through it with that particular video and we'll show you exactly what I'm on about in that video. But for now, we're going to get on and try and get some more Assassin's recruits, take out some more guards, and it looks like our little Assassin's recruit may have wandered off. So let's have a little look at our map. Our Assassin's recruit has definitely wandered off. Why is there a viewpoint there? Okay, so that idea is just gone straight out the window. Right. So let's go back down to the ground level. And as you can see, he's basically sat right on top of the chest. And here it is. So, as we saw a minute ago, Ezio is going to... Where am I? There has to be a way out. Here we go. Could have run through the door, Ezio. It would have been easier. So we're actually going to get Ezio just charge across the city. When going around takes too long, going up and over is so much easier. Whoa. God save it! One guard out of the way, one chest to loot. We need to pin phosphorus, which we already have a stack of. So Ezio manages to make his way across, and as you can see, we can go in there. But nothing to say we can't go up here. Can't hear it now, but I could. What I was actually hearing or listening to was the sound given off by a hidden item. In the game, there are several items that are hidden that you will need to try and find. There are several locations that hold certain artifacts. That was most likely what I could hear. And as you can see, we have literally just picked up an animate artifact. So, as I said, that's most likely what it was I could hear. So, as we manage to make our way up to the top, as you guys can see, here is the viewpoint. So, L3 to synchronise. Little quick clip with the eagle in it. And he's back again. And that is 12 of 22 viewpoints updated, especially for this area. And my oh my, what a long way down. And the easiest way to get down is the leap of faith. Unfortunately, the leap of faith ends up with us being in the graveyard. So, that is that dealt with. Now obviously we need to make our way over to the next viewpoint, which is where we were heading to in the first place. So very quickly,
how is your brother doing?
Making our way around the edge of this campsite. I know those guys don't like to get too close. Another set of guards.
Play near any walls not yet repaired. Just because the earthquake did not
This may help us get our way up. It's up. And as you can see, very easily and quickly.
I have saltpeter and sulfur dust to clear away.
So,
total disrespect for propriety.
as you can see, we're not far from the citizens. Not actually here fighting. So luckily enough, we do have a sickle back. And in comes two of our recruits.
Do not despair in the face of this violence. Add your voice and your strength to the tide of opposition.
I will, for I have longed to serve a cause larger than myself.
And as you can see, Velia al-Assad is now joining our Brotherhood. So, as you also would have picked up a moment ago, sometimes the Templar Brotherhood will attack one of our dens. And it is really easy. Just literally looking over the map itself, it will tell you which den it is. But at the moment, it doesn't appear to be that they are attacking one of our dens. So we are just going to continue, grab these 2 viewpoints as we make our way down throughout and across the city. Obviously, the easiest way to have a monetary income into the city isn't actually to collect, well, is to collect chests, but it's not the easiest way to have a continued monetary income. The easiest way to have a continued monetary income is to actually repair the shops once you've got rid of the Templar influence. Ooh. So as Ezio makes his way back up the top, another box. This time we get some shrapnel. Another viewpoint. And another leap of faith. So, a few little issues with the internet there, so I do apologise if the screen went black for a second. But as you can see, we managed to make it down safely after getting our second viewpoint, and as you can see, it's opened up another little section of map just here. So, next viewpoint, here we come, which isn't actually that far away. So, I'm just going to get Ezio to do a quick run down here. Because as you guys can see, on this side, we have a couple of chests. So we've got some phosphorus, obviously we've got our crafting tables just here. So obviously we can see the assassins recruits that we sent out are literally just coming back now. So just go through very quickly and a new assassin. Just completely upgrade these guys. So as you can see, Adele has one additional now skill point. So we're going to add that to her combat ability. Bianca has no additional abilities. Borbala has one, so we're just going to add that to her combat ability. Obviously we have Velia al-Assad. He has no skills, no additional combat or armor skills. We can put a hood on, but obviously he's not going to have the option of the face mask as of yet. And as you can see, we now have to take over more dens to gain access to recruit more potential recruits. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more spaces. And as you can see, each one of the sigils represents a certain amount of assassins. So 1 would be 1 assassin, 2 sigils is when you get to 4, or you get from 2 to 4, I should say. Once you get 5 or 6, like I have here, that would be fully active. So when obviously Guido returns, if he was to return now, we would have a full 3 sigils. With regards to the Mediterranean defense, as you guys can see, Genoa has some new additional missions. We have the Assassinated Priest. So we're just going to very quickly I know you guys are going to be like, but didn't you just send him on that a minute ago? Well, yeah, we did, but it doesn't mean that there isn't another priestess taking up the Templar course, which unfortunately is always one of those things. So, an easy way to get someone that, especially like, let's just take you out. If I was to put him in, as you can see, he's only got a 7% chance of winning this. If I put a level 7 recruit with him, they have 100%, but he also gains 1500 experience. So there is a bonus to doing it that way. So, we're just going to add our level 7 in. As you see, 7 and level 1 going out to try and buy some influence, which will take 15% Templar control from them. Will grant a total of 3000 experience. So we've got 3080, 3111, 3111, 3123. So not a lot of experience going across the board, but a lot of experience going where we need it at this moment in time. So with that being said, we're going to dive back out of here. Here is
Now!
who? What? Me? You? No. Quiet. So, bullets full, phosphorus full. Could have given me some throwing knife. And as you can see, right here, we do have a couple of shops. So, blacksmith, as you can see, is going to cost 2,401 Afre, but it does increase the income to 8,560. So just like we were for Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where we had to build shops up and tear down Templar or Borgia towers in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, exactly the same as Templar Dens here. So if you guys haven't seen this before, it's exactly the same system, it's exactly the same setup, so you guys will know instantly what to do and the easiest ways and your tactics that you use for those
No client of mine will ever be caught under
obviously Rome and Monteriggioni will work pretty much exactly the same here in Constantinople. So you don't need to alter your tactics with regards to this part of the game too much. With regards to the actual guards themselves, that you're definitely going to need to change. It just depends on how you do it. So as you can see, we've unlocked the bank, the tailor, as well as the blacksmith. I think there's one more around here. There was a doctor or something around here, weren't there? Let's have a little look. Or maybe not. Oh no, the booksmith and the doctors were just up here. So, as you can see, we have everything that's highlighted so far unlocked, apart from obviously this little area here, because this falls under control of this Templar Den. Everything to this top side is now unlocked. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to, I'm actually going to set a target for the bank. By coming up to this bank, it is going to take us past the viewpoint, past the bookstore and the doctors, as well as the bank, so we can obviously hit those up. And what we can do, if I can get my words out, continue all the way up, grab this doctor and bank and blacksmith, and then make our way back down. So hopefully as we come through, we should be able to view different areas of the city as we obviously come through it. So it should make things a little bit easier that way. Whether it will or not is another question, but it...
Let the citizens freely walk the streets once
So,
more.
do apologise if you are finding this a wee tad on the borrowing side.
Citizens of Istanbul must band together with the stewards.
But
Root out
unfortunately,
the madmen and kill them.
sometimes
Istanbul will never
the
tolerate
boring
the
stuff
assassins'
has to be done
cowardly ways. You must
to
find
lead
these
to
vile
some of the more
agents
interesting
of
things.
the evil one and burn the life from them.
So, move around this little tower. And as you can see, that little icon that is actually floating around is actually telling me that there is a noble around. And as most of you will know by now, the nobles, once you've taken them out, what it will do is it will just drop your notoriety down. Obviously, coming into the cutscene, you won't see the icon for the noble, but it is still there, and it is literally just gone. So wherever he is, he has literally managed to evade us. We are kind of high up, so I am going to be button bashing in a second because we're not going to be taking the usual leap of faith, because we need to try and cover some distance. But even though we want to try and jump off at a different angle, Ezio obviously has different ideas. So glad for that Leo button.
You know those daily mercenaries from the Danube? More balls than brains for the most part up there.
I am going to enjoy this
escape!
So when in doubt, give the guards a few kicks. So obviously, as you saw, we did a couple of knife attacks just there. So getting our knives back is now going to be not a priority, but it is going to be something that we are going to need to be doing. And as you can see, our missions are completing again. And we also have
Leave me alone!
that we
Leave
did
me alone!
do. One guard, two guards. And as you can see, our notoriety is now at full. And it's not just for the fact that we've just killed 8 guards, it's for the fact that, well, we just killed 8 guards. Unfortunately, with regards to the innocent, that is an unfortunate
I
setback.
should find help. No, I should go home.
But we are going to need to try and get rid of this notoriety.
I'm going to be sick. Must.
So first things first, let's just very quickly move to our point of start. Find out where this noble is. Right, the noble is literally just there.
Anyone see the bastard this
Whether I can
You
get
were
close
hearing,
enough,
yeah?
quick enough,
What did you see? Are you informed?
I don't know. But if I can use the poison dart or one of the recruits that we have, that is going to be extremely handy. And as you can see very easily, the 3 guards, or 2 guards taken down, the noble's taken down, and our notoriety is already cut in half. So, not one to let things go to waste. As you can see, I am making sure I do stay within distance of where we need to be. And no, that wasn't me just attacking someone, it's just me using them to break my full. My full. So, we're just going to very quickly loot these bodies. As you can see, definitely worthwhile. And as we come back to where we were,
I'd better
obviously
get
we
the
can
hell
see
out
that
of here.
the bank is just here. So quickly renovate this bank as well. You guys can be like, what about the bookstore? What about the other one? There's a reason we need to bank first.
All your business farewell.
And as you can see from the map, we're not that far from the doctors. So, we're going to very quickly hit this doctor up. It does mean we have to backtrack a little while, but for the sake of getting some additional fun, which means we can just continue doing this a little bit quicker, it is going to be worthwhile. And as you can see, we haven't even got out of the area yet, and another noble has come back. They've decided to take a walk in the streets. So I've dealt with the Templar, the actual Templar guards themselves. Kept the target's eyes on me, and had my recruits take them out from behind. And as you can see, chest, a very easy and quick and clean getaway. So, we do need to make our way over. As you can see, we still have our parachutes. They just don't get used that often. So very quickly making our way up here. And as you can see, it wasn't actually that far to the doctors. One of the other things you guys will need to learn, especially when it comes to Assassin's Creed Revelations, if you played the actual previous games on the PS3 and you had the online options, one thing you're taught in those is when you hear whispers, it means that you're being followed. There is another online player that is following you. So be prepared for an attack where you can then stun or escape from that particular person that's after you. You kind of have that same effect here in Assassin's Creed Revelations, but it's not another online player, it's another mercenary that is trying to take you out on behalf of the Templars. So, where are we off to now? Right, we have a bank and a blacksmith here before we obviously head down to our next viewpoint, and we actually need, as you guys can see, to shoot back across the city. So,
What are you doing?
jumping across in front of one of the guards and making the guard jump is always fun. So as you guys can see, we make our way again back up here. You will get used to running up here, because once you get to the top here, it just makes things so much easier to get across the city. And believe it or not, already we are back at the Templar Den where we started our mission, which actually has a chest on it, which I wasn't. Bomb maker's chest, that's right. I was going to say I wasn't aware of that there, but with it being a bomb maker's chest, that would explain why. And as you can see, the parachutes are becoming extremely handy as you try and make your way Now obviously we already know that the guards that are in red are Templar based guards. And as you can see, this guy's actually trying to take down our zipline. So, I don't think so, mister. That's him dealt with. I don't know where that noble's just gone. I think he must have seen us run across the rooftop and just been like, no, I'm going here. So, as you can see, the blacksmith, which is where we're heading to, is actually right where we are. No, he just knows how to get down and build. So,
I suppose it was 10.
So here's the blacksmith. Another 2,809 arcade gone out of our purse. Brings Constantinople. I can't talk today. I'm using my coffee. That's what I haven't had.
I have served pashas and princes. Only the most deserving face this ordeal.
You can hear those whispers. He's here somewhere. We get this shot and sometimes you can catch the whispers and also get the guy before he actually gets you. No, the whispers have gone. And as you can see, we are kind of notorious at the moment, so I don't particularly want to get too close to this guy and spook him off.
Can you remain indifferent to the suffering of a fellow?
But calling in our recruits, as you guys can see, they're going to deal with him, dropping our notoriety. If you guys are kind of wondering why our notoriety is going up so quick, once you take it down to Templar Den, as you unlock those shops, your Templar awareness will increase, so therefore your notoriety will go up. So just make sure that when you're doing this, you're unlocking those shops, that you are using most of your recruits, taking out people like the nobles as you saw me do so a moment ago, and to also make sure that you're looting those bodies, because you are going to need the bits that they drop. Every little bit of coin that you can get off of them is extremely handy, especially in those starting instances of the game. The more coin you can build up, the quicker it is, the better things you get coming for you. So, let's just have a little look at our map and see where we are standing right now. And as you guys can see just here, we obviously have the tailor. So we're going to make a beeline for him. And obviously, we also have this viewpoint just here. Now, because the viewpoint is in an area that we haven't yet visited, we are going to need to be careful. So we are going to need to make sure that we're kind of stacked up with items that we require. We're also going to need to make sure we have no notoriety. And that then becomes the hard bit, because apart from looking for the nobles to get rid of your
Only the height of fashion is on display in my
Templars
shop.
attack on one of your dens. So we have a Templar den attack underway. As I said to you earlier, we will be notified, and as you guys can see, it is this den here. So we now need, unbelievably, to peg across the city as quickly as possible.
Watch yourself.
Obviously, holding the R2 button and X, ezio will run. Holding the 0 button, or the O button as well, will also allow ezio to shoulder barge. So it does make it easier getting through the crowded streets that way. So like this when you're on the crowded streets.
Immediate castration.
Or not crowded streets.
Be all there.
Is there a reason for the
I am not involved. Please. Stop.
Give here!
Why would anyone carry on like that?
And here we are. So 0 to interact. As you can see on the defense, Templars are trying to recapture the den, defend it and drive them away. Now as you guys would have seen in the last time that we actually did this, we didn't have too much luck, but we did have the opportunity of a Greek fire barricade that we unlocked, as well as assassin caltrop bombers, air assassins, assassin riflemen, obviously install barricade leaders and all of this that we obviously had. So with regards to the Greek fire barricades, we're actually going to just here what I'm going to do. Or not, because it doesn't want to seem to let me. Aha, here we go, right. So assassin leader. I can't change the install barricade, but I can change this one to Greek fire barricade. Then we are going to have the rifleman, then the crossbowmen, caltrop bombers. They do low damage, but slow affected Templars. For a short period of time. So when you get the heavy siege weapons come through, this is the sort of time you want to be using these. Actual air assassins, where they jump off the roads and actually strike, those you don't particularly want. So now that that's done, 0 for back. That will then take us into it. As you can see, checkpoint reached. It's now doing a very, very quick save. And here is ezio as we defend our den. So that's where they're going to come from. So very quickly install a
Secure that
here.
point.
I will Greek fire barricade down here. Have a, oh, we're down to 2 morale, so we can't. But we do need, obviously, to start off with crossbowmen. So as this comes in,
Defend that area.
very easily, very quickly, needed a lot of damage. We can now,
Hold there.
on this roof, even get extra. Start trying to defend the roof
Make your stand there.
here. Now, because they do come from this point, we are going to try
Make your stand there.
and make sure
Make your stand there. Make your stand there.
the front roof is covered. Don't want to do that. So obviously we now have the riflemen coming through. I'm going to sell that barricade. I'm going to try. I would love to be able to actually put. See, now the riflemen are coming through. I want a very close barricade height.
Secure that point.
Assassin leader just here.
I need you to hold that point.
There.
Make your stand there.
We're going to start replacing a lot of our assassins with crossbows that have been taken out.
Make your stand there.
With the riflemen.
Make your stand there.
And as you can see, in comes the heavy items. Guys, actually managed to move through that first barricade.
Make your stand there. Make your stand there. Hold there.
So they did manage to make it through the barricades. What we are going to do is actually take some of them out. As you can see, we've had quite a bit of damage to the den itself. We now have the opportunity of putting in the cannon.
Target check. Right there.
And as you can see, it's a well-placed cannon shot to allow and as you can see, this is where the counter bomb is going to need to come in. Behind here, and what we are going to do is currently hold 53, so kind of guess that they were going to get through that first one.
Make your stand there. Make your stand there. Make your stand there.
Very easily, very quickly. Involved as well. With this gun. Obviously causing these guys quite a bit of problems. As you can see, if they do manage to get through, they're not going to have much luck with regards to the Templar Den itself, and we will end up actually losing it. Our assassin leader managed to break through again. Just here, what we
Make
can
your
do
stand there.
is definitely throw
Make your stand there.
counter. Here. So that is going to slow things down a little bit for them. As you can see, the siege weaponry is now gone. The last few guards taken out with a cannon hit. So as you can see, they can be extremely hard and extremely awkward to try and get around. It is a case of managing quite a lot very, very quickly. But as you can see, we still manage to gain a little bit of money, gain some experience. We also gain some crafting items. We also have the Assassin Bruiser and the multi-barreled gun barricade, which is a bit like a Tommy gun, or what do they used to call it, a chain gun, where you had the 6 barrels that goes around in a circle. Gatling gun, that's the one. Once you control the den, you can renovate shops and increase your income. Visit a bank to receive your dues, which is pretty much what we spent this episode doing. So, we will continue doing this. We will continue trying to unlock as much as possible. Obviously, until we get our PC up and running. The videos will keep continuing to come via live stream, so we hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as we have for you. Please make sure that you leave a like down on the video itself. Please make sure that you leave a comment if there's something you guys want to see on the video, or you want to
Drinking
see
too
us
much
do.
coffee. Definitely too much coffee.
If there is another game that you want to see us do, leave that down in the comments as well. And please make sure that you subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with everything that's going on. And when you subscribe, please make sure that you hit that little notification bell. Just lately, you guys will be notified. Make sure you also follow us on Twitter and also on Facebook. And you'll also be notified by Twitter and Facebook when I'll run out of steam then. When we upload something, or when we do a live stream, or vice versa. So please make sure you follow us on those formats as well. We will see you again in another video very, very soon. We actually have one planned directly after this, which will be Assassin's Creed Origins. So, if you're up for that one, we will see you in a little while when we obviously do that video. And we will see you again in another Assassin's Creed update video with regards to Revelations or Origins, or if and when it finally finishes updating, which it's been doing for like the last 5 hours, a little bit of Need for Speed Payback, which we were planning on doing today. So if that gets updated quick enough, we will definitely slide that one in as well. So you'll have 3 uploads from us today. Obviously, we're going to make sure that this one goes up for episode 10 of Assassin's Creed Revelations. If you guys have enjoyed it, as I've said, please make sure you leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you again in another video. Bye bye.